No, I hate how I said hello.
Hi, guys.
What's up? Hey, gamers.
Gamers, dude, I've been getting these fucking my reels are now like they've turned from like the BeamNG ones into like Minecraft ones. And
So just like unironic Minecraft reels.
They're just like a bunch of random Minecraft ones, and they're like good slop, you know. It's like oh, I want to see this like weird redstone machine in Minecraft. Ooh, but like some of the ones where they're talking, like the voices are so fucking annoying. It's just like Jesus Christ. This is like what
the AI voices.
Yeah, well, sometimes they're the AI ones, but even like the ones that are human. But then like sometimes the human ones, they'll be talking in like the YouTube voice, you know?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Where they're like they talk all fast, and it's like, hey guys, you gotta blah, 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 and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
We're in for a special one today. Today we're going to download Minecraft sex mods.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it on the family computer and see how long it takes for mom to realize.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do the fucking intro, dude.
Okay, I'll do the intro for real.
I can't.
Hello, and welcome to the Album Spotlight Podcast, the only podcast that puts a spotlight on albums. My name's Noah.
My name's Freddie.
And oh boy,
and
we got a doozy today, folks.
Dude, we got a doozy. Yeah, we got an album today, fellas. Yeah.
Let me
Sorry to tell ya.
We got a big one.
We got a big one.
So that's pretty hype.
Yeah.
That's pretty hype.
That's pretty
I
hype.
think we need to back that up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we need some details, or else people.
What are we listening to? What did we listen to?
What did we listen to? Well, I do suppose we listened to Anomalous, Abstractigate, Infinitessimus by Gigan, as I'm told it's pronounced.
Yeah. Like, well, we looked at, because we were calling it Gigan, as it would be phonetically like, just like you know, sounding it out would be said in English, but then
in my head it was Gigan.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe Gigan or
certainly not Gigan.
So it comes from like it's like a Godzilla universe character. And then like the Japanese, it would be like it was hard to tell exactly. There are a couple, but it's like either guy, but it seems like the GI is like a guy, so it's like Gigan or something like that. Yeah,
it's kind of like Gojira. It's like almost the
same
same
I was just thinking that, you know, it's like they're like the kind of they're the mirror of Gojira.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like another giant monster in the Godzilla universe with like the Japanese name. I mean, it's a good well of like, it's a good place to go for metal band names. It's very it's fruitful. Yeah.
A big angry thing, big angry monster is a pretty nice type of death metal name.
Yeah, I guess so.
So anyway, this is the 2024 as of this recording newest album from Gigan. It was so not. I just didn't expect the pronunciation, man. It's really throwing me off.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, what's weird about it is like if it's a Japanese word, then you have a total because it's not like a Latin character language, then you have like a total freedom for how you anglicize it or whatever when you turn it into like a Latinized thing. And so why not like write it out phonetically properly? Why make it a thing that you still have to like Google to get it right? You know, that's like strange. I don't know. Maybe it was like an old.
Someone fucked up.
Someone fucked up. Maybe it was like an old pronunciation, or it got like kind of Ellis Islanded or something. Like when it was originally translated or something.
There's a Godzilla movie where Godzilla just tries to immigrate to the United States.
The greatest monster of all, the U.S. immigration system. Who will win?
You see how long the fucking lines are here, dude?
He's in the fucking visa interview. He's like, oh my god. Oh my god, dude, that would be awesome.
You can't take that idea if you're listening to this.
Like,
you can't take that idea without paying us.
Your visa interview was great, but you once said "Free Palestine" on an Instagram comment. So you are a terrorist supporter. So yeah,
Godzilla's like,
since there are
fuck, I knew I should have made that private.
Yeah.
All right, so this album, it is a death metal album. You could say it's a. Thank you.
That gets my thumbs up.
That's a relief to hear. Honestly, I was not sure how that one was gonna fly. Some might call it a technical death metal album.
Some
one could say.
Maybe not others.
And then there's
but probably most.
It's also, I guess, at least I would rate your music. I don't know if this term is used like anywhere else. They call it dissonant death metal, which I feel like I can't.
As opposed to consonant death metal, all that. Well, I guess there's melodic death metal is a thing, but it's like, but even that isn't like.
Yeah, let's just get into it. Genre names, specifically dissonant death metal. What do we think about it?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like, what is it serving? You know, it's just, it feels like I can kind of see it with some stuff.
Stuff like
I don't
what?
know. Like, I don't know. So like this, because like, okay, so I'm like on like dissonant death metal. We're talking about, you know, we got this band. We got like what, like Portal. We got I guess like the big ones are like Gorguts, like Ulcerate. Yeah. So it's like, but so there's like a lot of kind of differences. I mean, for one thing, a lot of those also will just overlap with technical death metal. Yeah, like which is kind of like basically all of them are also technical death metal. So what exactly are we doing here? Yeah, and like I do sort of see it with like this album. I think is honestly like one of the best contenders for it as far as things go in the sense of like. Well, actually, I don't know if I might walk that back now that I think of it, but like it's like this one, but like. Like the best I can sort of conceptualialize that one.
But it's like getting closest, maybe.
Yeah, like a very, very wall of sound kind of thing, which is makes heavy use of big dissonant kind of chords. I mean, that's like a thing. Like dissonance isn't a thing unless you're like polyphonic. You need like it's like you need multiple notes in order to have dissonance, and so it's like a
it's not the same as noise.
Yeah, it's like a statement about like a harmonic structure. And so it's like necessarily there's like a certain kind of wall of sound thing that it is doing, but I feel like that applies less to like Gorguts. At least a lot of at least particularly their older stuff, I feel like is more like you can tell very clearly what's going on in it. You know, it's just very strange and like often very warbly and weird, as opposed to this, which is very like towering and huge, and then there's a lot of dissonance within it. So I don't know. Anyway, it just feels like I'm not sure exactly what the category is doing for us. Like,
does it describe a like micro strain of tech death? Like, I guess usually I could see it. Like I can tell like sure they're not just using like straight minor chords, like minor power chords. Okay. There's, you know, like there is some dissonance at play with a lot of these bands, or some degree of atonality, but like,
and it would almost be like, and like atonality, would then almost be like feels to me like it would almost then be like a different thing.
That almost excludes it. Like if you're being precise about the definition of dissonance, because atonality is a different thing from dissonance.
Yeah, like in the sense of like Schoenberg, that would like atonal music, that would refer to like a like playing music that's like in a non-diatonic key signature or whatever, like 12-tone music or anything like that, which could be dissonant if you're doing like chords or whatever that are weird, but could also just be like you're playing notes from a scale that are weird, and so it would be like kind of jilted. But I don't know if I'd call it dissonant if it's something like that's more like I feel like Gorguts is closer to that, where it's like got like a weird 12 tony shit going on.
Yeah.
But it's less like a big dissonant chord thing. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Colored Sands, I think, is a little more like that, but like Obscura is less so. Mm-hmm. That one's more like weird sounds too. Anyway,
and that's supposed to be like the dissonant death metal. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, like it feels not quintessentially dissonant death metal in the way I think of it being. But I don't know. I'm just kind of interpreting off of like a not very well defined genre. Name. I don't know.
But yeah. I think that is a point that I haven't really heard anybody talk about with this. Like there must have been some level of discussion before. Like let me see if dissonant death metal comes up. Like results that aren't from Rate Your Music.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a Reddit thread. Oh Jesus! But the top result is a Reddit thread. That's pretty bad.
It's like pick your it's like pick your fucking Rate Your Music or Reddit. Which great non fucking internet brains outlet are you gonna go to?
Yeah, folks. Reddit is not better. It's not better. The second result is the Rate Your Music page.
The
Bandcamp thing. Yeah, there's a Bandcamp one, which I'm wondering if that's like one of the originators, because I don't know if I can find like anything older than that. Like any sources. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I even feel like technical death metal, while it does describe something, and I don't think it's like a useless term, it's not a very precise term, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like technical death metal, not even dissonant.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Dissonant death metal, you'd think it's almost like describing a more concrete thing.
It's true, and it honestly is maybe a little better than technical death metal as a category.
Oh my god!
Even though I feel like tech death is like better, like it's better sort of like demarcated.
Yeah.
Within the world, but it's like, but I feel like it's absolutely like a more stupid term than dissonant death metal in a funny way. Like they're both kind of. I
actually agree. That's crazy. I didn't think I would come away thinking that, but I think we've reasoned ourselves to a point where I agree with that take.
Yeah.
Because like dissonant death metal, like dissonance is an objectively measurable thing in music theory, you know. You could say whether like a chord or an interval is dissonant or consonant or whatever. Yeah, technical death metal, like it literally just means it's hard to play.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also say like hard to compose. Like sure, but that's like not. There's not like a huge difference there. I feel like it's just man, this is hard. This is fast. There are a lot of notes in it. And that just opens the gates to just this inevitably insufferable endless sea of discussions, like arguments, I guess.
Yeah, like pissing contests.
Pissing contests. They just turn into a fucking pissing contest about like, is this actually technical? Like, is this technical enough to be technical death metal? And then you start going back to like the original albums that were labeled technical death metal, and you're like, oh, those are actually not that hard to play compared to like the normal tech death stuff today. So I guess maybe that stuff wasn't technical death metal, and it's just so fucking annoying.
But like extreme metal, I think in general kind of has this problem, right? Like what was extreme in 1989 feels much less extreme than what became extreme in like 2005, and then like it just like keeps going on. So like I think like a lot of this, like the most extreme. And it's interesting, you know, there's like, it's like this arms race kind of thing where everyone's like one-upping each other. And there's like an interesting, I think that's part of like what I enjoy about this world is that it's so, like, it's so fun to go down the rabbit hole of getting like more and more and like just tearing music apart in like as much as you can and like doing it more than the last people to do it. But it's just like, it's like this thing of like, okay, we're defining ourselves with respect to this like, very much like this like very like floating kind of category that has no, it's like not, there's no anchor point,
it's extremely subjective.
Yeah, it's just going to be like, okay, well, it's like, are you extreme? Well, I don't know, it depends on how extreme other people are or whatever. Is like I feel like there's like a nice division between, you know, you have like death metal, and then I think like Melodic death metal kind of makes sense. Like brutal death metal, particularly like with respect to melodic death metal and like old school death metal, kind of makes sense. You know, and you have like the sort of avant-garde stream, which is kind of like what this comes from, which is like isn't super well defined because some of it's kind of techie. So I don't know. It's like.
But I feel like it's almost a more honest category though. Avant-garde. Metal. Like I guess that does kind of run into the subjectivity problem to a degree, but just like with the understanding that it's relative to its time.
Yeah, well, it's like Stravinsky will always be an avant-garde composer, even though, you know, these days, you know, like his music was essentially copy-pasted into like large parts of the Star Wars soundtrack, you know, by John Williams. Like, so it's like it's very like it's like much more understandable today, but like understood in his context, he's clearly avant-garde, which makes him like an avant-garde composer. I think that can be said of like that's not like our unreasonable statement to make about like avant-garde metal.
Yeah, like if you have enough of knowledge about the history of the development of the genre, then it's still like a little subjective, but
it's a little bit like it's sort of like, for lack of a better genre name, but for lack of like a because the best is like if you have like a scene you can tie it to, like you can say like, oh yeah, this comes from like the fucking, I don't know, the Toronto scene or fucking whatever. You know, it's like
the Florida death metal scene is a big one.
Yeah. There we go. There's like the Norwegian black metal scene. That one is like, that's a very well defined genre kind of.
Also Swedish death metal, I guess. Swedish
that's
death
true.
Metal and Norwegian black metal. Yeah.
Norwegian
black metal is like the big like that one's like so obvious, measurable. Like they were actually hanging out and stuff.
Yeah, scene like that, like the people knew each other and they were consciously like working with each other and sharing ideas and stuff. And, you know, and I think the weird cultiness of black metal kind of particularly befits that, because then you have to be kind of inducted into that world. And so there's very clear kind of like barriers for entry and all of that. So that's like but that helps for the genre categorization, I guess. Yeah.
All that to say, I feel like I understand this album as more of an avant-garde metal album.
It's just kind of like, it's death metal and it's kind of pushing avant-garde. It's very it's
definitely is death metal. Yeah, this is definitely like an avant-garde death metal album.
Yeah,
but that is something I wanted to talk about. Because I feel like that's kind of maybe indicative of a larger problem with genre names and like how well they actually describe the music they're talking about.
Because some of them are better. Like everyone agrees what fucking doom metal is, you know?
Yeah, that's
true. There's no worries there. Even like, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, we're making these boxes. Any I don't know. Yeah, we've sort of
I think in the
tread this ground before.
Yeah. I think in the Spotify bio, is it the Spotify bio?
I like, Spotify. I like how it includes that he's fucking left-handed.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, lethal blend of technical. Oh yeah, this is interesting actually. It says lethal blend of technical death metal, grindcore, thrash, and psych rock. And to be honest, all I hear is technical death metal and psych rock in this.
Yes,
actually. It's
sure.
like it's kind of like psychedelic. It's kind of like psychedelic technical death metal. The grindcore. I mean, there's also just one album. We haven't listened to. At least I haven't listened to the other ones, so I don't know if the other ones are more thrashy or something. But
actually, I have listened to. I want to say around 2.5 of their other albums now. I definitely didn't get through 1 or 2 of them all the way through, but they're actually remarkably.
Oh god, this is so bad. Oh fuck.
No, they're like remarkably stylistically consistent. Like I expected the quality would probably be pretty consistent, but like from the first album, it's pretty much they're doing this. There are some differences, but like I wouldn't say they were ever like thrash or grindcore that I could hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like every death metal band is kind of influenced by thrash if you want to get like pedantic about it.
The same way that every fucking rock band is influenced by the blues, you know?
Yeah. So this is
like,
also
this genre wouldn't exist without it. I know. This is just the latest realization of the blues, actually.
Yeah, Gigan is actually a blues band.
Yeah, and I mean, in a funny way, it is. Isn't that just interesting?
I saw a quote somewhere where the main brain behind this band, Eric Hirschman, described his sound, and he said something like, what was it, psychedelic experimental heavy metal? I think he said something like that. Yeah.
Psychedelic experimental heavy metal. That's pretty good.
He didn't even specify death metal.
Yeah.
Which I find actually a lot of bands will do that.
That's the thing I always notice. Yeah, like they always identify with like one genre back.
Yeah.
The early heavy metal bands were just doing like rock and roll or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
and Motorhead always said they're a rock and roll band.
Yeah. Like people doing fucking like hardcore punk or like post punk or whatever just are like, oh yeah, we're a punk band or something. Like the post hardcore bands would just say they're just doing hardcore punk or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's
That's always something to keep in mind too. Is most of the musicians themselves really don't think in the terms that we do.
It was kind of like I always find it a little weird when an artist is like set and like not weird, but it always is like a little like whoa when an artist is like savvy on like what genre they are.
That's true.
There's something I find kind of cool about like there's something kind of badass about like not identifying with the genre that everyone places you in. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, no, of course we're not a goth band.
Yeah. Like if this band were to come out and it's like, yeah, we do a little bit of dissonant death metal, a little bit of technical death metal. I think what I think it is like.
Oh, that's even worse for tech death though, because then you're saying like I'm fucking good at my instruments.
I'm such a technical dude. I'm such a technical player. Yeah. People who are like serious artists, I think this is generally kind of just universally true, should be not looking to not fit within a pre-existing form as their sort of like the reference point for their project. It should be like if they're really worth listening to, then generally it'll be they will be testing genre boundaries, because it'll be a place that other people haven't gone before, if someone's already been there, then it's like what's the point of you making a music? It's like I'm just doing the fucking blues or whatever, and everyone else is like, oh, they're inventing this new thing, and you're just like, oh yeah, well I'm just doing this is just my version of the blues, or yeah.
I feel like George Clanton almost said that.
Yeah, that's what Bob Dylan would say. He just saw himself as like another blues player, He's just doing his
That's true.
That's kind of cool. It's like it's like a little annoying, but it's also I feel like it's like something. Because then it would be like weird too. Then if you were like the thing that made this new genre, if you then identified with like the genre people made because of you or whatever, yeah, then that feels like egotistical in a weird way. Not that it's like less. Not that these people are like not also extremely egotistical often. Anyway, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, should we talk about the fucking music on this thing?
We could. Oh
my god, we're 37 minutes in.
Catastrophic, tragic.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, Freddie, what did you think about this album?
Oh god, this sucks. No, this is a cool album.
I'm doing a cheering sound effect after that, and you can't stop me.
So funny, so funny.
You got hit with the faux applause.
And yeah, the faux applause, so much worse than real applause.
Yeah, it really doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, this is a cool album. I hear the it's like a death metal, clearly, which, if you've heard death metal before, it's the big down-tuned guitars, very loud, very lot of blast beats.
And the growling vocals.
The growling vocals, the death growl. So it's got so those are the core elements of death metal. But it's a very towering sound on this album is kind of how I describe it. You're often sort of like bathed in the sound as opposed to like being able to like decipher every detail of the riffs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a thing, though. It's interesting sometimes. Sometimes like an element will peek through. It's very clear in kind of a way that it is very pleasing. And so it has like little things tethering it, and then it's also just I agree with like the sort of psychedelic kind of thing. There's a big kind of that's like a thread going through it. I mean, it has this just sort of general like alien theme.
Yeah,
is kind of how it's about, and it's like it's got all this and so it's got sections that are just completely like noise section where it'll just be like it'll be they turn it into just like a death metal version of like a psychedelic jam or something, which is very fun. Where it's just kind of like big fucking delays and all these weird effects going everywhere, and then they'll do all these weird things like sometimes the vocal processing is like super weird in fun ways. So it's like very it's like a lot of fun. It's kind of got its things down. Very like it has some real like hard ass moments in a way I love, which is fun. Yeah,
I love it when my music is being a hard ass.
You
know what, Freddie? I must agree with everything that you just said there, fella.
Oh my god.
I found this album pretty recently. Well, it's been a while between recording and uploading. The upload schedule. There's never been a schedule for this podcast, but it's been a little stagnant lately. We're kind of amateurs. Amateurs doing other shit, professionally.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, so pretty recently I found this album, and I have been listening to it a fuckload. An absolute fuckload, because, partially just because I love it, and also I'm just trying to decipher everything that's going on. It's this, incredibly dense, death metal soup.
Fucking sausage.
Yeah, more solid than that. A sausage is good.
Thick meaty stew or something.
Yeah, it's very maximalist, I guess you could say. There's just always so much going on, kind of like the last album we talked about, I guess. But it's still very death metal. It has all of the elements there. But yeah, they really commit to this alien sci-fi theme. And also what I imagine is Lovecraft, but I've never read Lovecraft, at least not yet. But that informs the aesthetic and also like the songwriting itself. And definitely the production. There's always just weird ass sound play happening, whether they're like layering chorus effects and phasers and flangers and shit over the guitars and the vocals. Just like delay pedals, sustaining noise. It's fucking weird, but it rocks.
Rocks my cock off.
I suppose this is our first death metal album on the podcast.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking, what metal albums have we done? So we did, because our first one was a death metal, or it was a black metal album.
Yeah, it was a black metal album. But even that was
a crazy black metal album,
it was as much like a dark ambient album, almost.
Yeah.
Or a noise album as it was a black metal album.
They have that was like, that was a beast of its own, or its own beast. Have we done other
Killing
Joke? Oh, we did Killing Joke. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was fun. A much more straightforward, like industrial metal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Nope. That's correct. That's correct.
It's
only the third metal album we've done at all.
Yeah. That's crazy. We really held off on those.
Yeah.
I guess unless I feel like fucking Shibuboshi is almost a metal album spiritually, but
that one is like really heavy for jazz fusion.
Yeah, kind of as is that one, the Swans album we did, but like
Oh yeah, for sure. That's true as well. That's like much heavier than a lot of metal.
Yeah. Oh, and we have Down with the Sickness by Disturbed, but it's the Mario 64 sound font.
Yeah.
So that one's so that's kind of metal. That's metal. Yeah.
That's metal as hell.
It's metal as
fuck.
And First Utterance is kind of like it's like acoustic metal. I feel like it's like a
a little bit, yeah. I mean,
It's
Opeth drew from that a lot, so
yeah.
I don't know. Metal is certainly in our like a regular part of our listening rotation.
Yeah, but we haven't just like sat down and been like, we're gonna talk about a death metal album yet. This is like the first one. This has the honor.
And as an introduction to death metal, I would say this would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would maybe not start here actually, as much as I do love this album.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, it can be fun to just jump into the deep end.
Yeah, I mean, it could work if you know, if you're one of those people that thinks that all metal or especially all death metal sounds the same. This will definitely school you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You fucking asshole.
Yeah, you dipshit. But that is like a big, because heavy metal or like metal more broadly is one of the more maligned music genres, I would say, like popular ones in the Western world. I would say like it's always third, like right behind rap and country. Like if someone says funny. I listen to anything except rap or country, usually they also mean like not really metal, or they might be like more likely to not like metal.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've noticed that as well.
Yeah, no, that's like one of the genres that it's interesting too, because there's even like I noticed that among kind of like sort of music people, you know, people that are into a lot of like, you know, the internet, like the canon of the internet music or whatever, and things, and so often people have like a bit of a which often means you're spread across several genres, and so you might, you know, I don't know. I mean, in its sort of basic form, these are the people who like listen to, you know, Radiohead, but also Kendrick Lamar.
That
also
is such a type of person.
Yeah, that was like me when I was about 18. But yeah, but yeah, I feel like when you're in that kind of space, then it's sort of like. I don't know. That often one of the excluded genres is like metal. Like that's like a big black box over there that you need to sort of pierce into. So it takes some work off, and even if you're like into music generally, because this is kind of a world that's a bit insular.
Yeah, and I think it also kind of has a reputation for not being artistic, like almost in the way that video games are.
Yeah,
like it's almost seen as a more base form of entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's for fucking gorillas or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and it's... I mean, certainly over time, that's become less and less true, I think. Like, heavy metal is definitely seeped into the popular consciousness a lot.
I mean, it's like,
Black Sabbath is ubiquitous.
It's like, everyone loves Black Sabbath, you know? It's just like, it was never really true. Like, there's well, it's true during nu metal, but that was like way later than like it was such a heavily established genre at that point that's like you know, that's like saying smooth jazz represents fucking real jazz. So it's like well,
actually, Black Sabbath, like in their initial run, was kind of critically maligned, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but that's like so many. Yeah, but it was like
But that's kind of true of like any innovator,
but not really
for the most part.
But I feel like, well, I guess I don't know. I haven't gone back and read those reviews, but like, was it for like being like guerrilla music or whatever? You know, I feel like that's why people like it's like for meatheads and meatheads only.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like the thing.
It's kind of like, oh wow, they're trying so hard. They're so loud.
Yeah, it has like, I don't know, because like that's true of like Limp Bizkit, but like that's like so late on in the development of the genre. That's like that's
where that's where the meathead the meathead allegations are a little harder to disprove.
Yeah,
so a lot of that like metal, rap metal stuff.
Yeah, that's like what it really because it's also like, I don't know, it had like, there's kind of like I mean, particularly with like fucking like the obvious like there's like this there's like this kind of like queer element to it as well, and like
Yeah.
obviously like Rob Halford being like the obvious example, Judas Priest, but like that kind of style is pervades kind of the metal ethos of the time in the 80s and on. It's like it has this really theatrical fun thing, which is like befits a certain kind of it's like this sort of overperformance of masculinity
Yeah.
with this kind of like with this like in this kind of funny way, which is
I was actually talking about that with this queer trans guy that was in this one of my work trainings that I had recently.
Yeah.
He came in wearing a Judas Priest shirt, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm learning my queer history."
That's funny.
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I'm getting into like the old metal stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, it's really funny how queer people and people of color both get like kind of erased out of the histories of these genres a little bit, or downplayed a bit, like even when it's like so obviously the main component of it."
Yeah, it's like
I feel like these days, like people at least know it's Judas Priest, but
it's like that's luckily had a kind of sort of revival. But anyway, so I don't know. So that's just like that metal's always had that kind of element to it. I mean, it's interesting because that's also, I think that's very true of hip hop as well. That's the thing people kind of forget. Coming out of disco and stuff, it had that. But so it was like what defines, I feel like, so much of the metal I love is this kind of thing of there's so much theater to it. Like that's totally the point. Is it's all about this like theater, and you kind of, at least in the sort of act of doing it, take yourself very seriously. Like you can't really have like the winks or whatever that you can in like indie rock or whatever. Like you can't be fucking Pavement about it. Like kind of just like making songs about how your songs suck or whatever. Like making fun of yourself constantly.
Yeah, it's more like camp.
Yeah, like you can't. Yeah, it has to be. There's like this element of like camp, like being like kind of committing to something that's kind of ridiculous. You have to like lean into it, and then the way people lean into it kind of goes differently. Like I don't know, like I feel like something like fucking Mastodon or something is so fun because it's just so ridiculous, but they take themselves so seriously that you just can't help but be swept up in it. Whereas, like,
Brent Hines, by the way.
I know, yeah. I think that was always on my mind.
That fucking sucks, man. Gojira is another example, though.
Gojira, I think, is also in that space. Yeah, of like they make a song about fucking flying whales. It's ridiculous, but it's like so. It's so cool. They do it so well. You just love it. So that's like one thing, and then you also have like the sort of more classical thing is like Judas Priest is like very goofy thing, but you also have like, I don't know, as like thrash metal and death metal kind of evolve, you have then people also kind of just being like, increasingly trying to like conjure something that almost like out of like the ether or something. And I think death and black metal is where you see this the most. Some do metal too, I would say, but it's like where there's a clear theater, but it's like something you can take really seriously in a different artistic way. Yeah, and so I think like black metal is kind of the obvious touch point there with like capturing like the winter and all this pagan stuff. But I feel like some of my
melodrama.
Yeah, and it has this thing, and it's like very serious to people. But I feel like within death metal, I feel like the place I get that the is sort of realized in something like Gorguts, which is like just some of my favorite death metal ever, where it's just it's like you're seeing into the heart of blackness. You just see like into the heart of like of like depravity and the it like takes you. It's I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but
I think that's getting to the appeal of death metal as a genre, extreme metal as a like umbrella term, and also this album in particular. Because so much of what makes this album enjoyable is just how committed it is to its themes and how far it takes them into this larger than life, like totally absurd place.
Yeah, there's like an absurdity to it, which is like makes this one like this one's quite fun. In a way that like Gorguts isn't, so it's like that's a fun. Just like the alien shit is so ridiculous that it's
it's oh yeah, we didn't really talk about it, but like the name of the album and a lot of the track titles are ridiculous. Just
I heard the album title. They're all like that.
Yeah, Anomalous, Abstractigate, Infinitessimus. What the fuck is that?
Infinitessimus. That's great.
Like I guess that's like the weird unexplainable vastness of space or something.
Yeah.
You could take that to be
because
like
it's all like
space is the Infinitessimus. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're two like fake. They're two like fake like words. It's funny. Yeah, Infinitessimus is interesting because infinitesimal means like infinitely small. Like there's a thing in calculus is like the is like
that's true. That's like true. I have heard you use that word.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, there's like this is the basic of calculus is like things that are infinitely. Well, really, calculus. I mean, in general, is just the math of infinities. But that's like frequently where it comes up is like things that are an infinitesimal length. You know, a length that is infinitesimally small. But then like Infinitessimus is like not a word. So they've like made it up. But it's somehow Infinitesimal. I don't know. It's probably they're just like kind of like, oh, this sounds cool.
They're just kind of playing with words a little bit here.
Yeah, but it's like, oh man, it's so fun.
Yeah, it rocks. It goes hard. Yeah, the opening song. I don't know if we want to talk about that yet. Without any specifics about this album. Transdimensional crossing of the Alta Tenuis. Is that how? I don't know what that last word is.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
It's tenuous.
Because tenuous is a word. It's not spelled like this.
Yeah, and when I look up Alta Tenuis, it's just like this song comes up. So yeah, I think that's just a fucking. Yeah,
they might have just come up with their own lore or some shit.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, rock and roll. This does everything an opener you want an opener to do. It has this like very long, well, for most death metal anyway, a very long intro. And this is an 8-minute song opening the album. It takes you on a bit of a journey. The intro is this long kind of doomy section. Or it's at a pretty slow tempo, but it's like fucking loud as shit. There's walls of guitars. It really like it immediately throws you into the atmosphere of the album. I think
it's like this is what this album is.
Yeah. Even though I would say like most of it is a bit more typified by the like really fast, not necessarily blasting, but angular like kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like this opener kind of shows you it's not going to be just that, and especially the intro does. So yeah, it's just doing these like 3 like huge fucking chords that are like harmonized in a dissonant way. Eventually, it just fucking takes off.
Yeah, you mentioned like doomy. Like I think there it is interesting. There's a lot of like halftimey kind of sections.
Yeah,
on this album, which is like they're not scared to do kind of like a breakdown or like a big kind of like section where they let the riff breathe a little bit, as opposed to like blasting all the way through. Which is interesting why they describe themselves as like having grindcore as part of their thing. I do not hear that at all on this album.
Grindcore would like never have a section like the first few minutes of this album, or almost never. Like Napalm Death might have it on like
they have like Pig Destroyer as some of their like really crazy, you know. They got like they'll have like their 1 3-minute song, like Hyperviolet, they'll have like one of those on their album, and then the rest of them won't be. But that'll be like the exception. Yeah. But I love on this one. there's a lot of gore guts. I hear their influence. That one's been on my
For
mind
sure.
because I hear that's why I hear like little bits where I'm like, oh, that's kind of like this part in Obscura, but it's like very So yeah, starting around 5:30, they have a pre-solo kind of where they have like a the guitar doing this doom 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 doom, kind of winding you up for the solo. But then they blast into this thing that's very like their own, because it's kind of like psychedelic. It's like this really simple solo. It's not like the normal death metal thing or technical death metal thing where it'll just be
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
they just blast in this incredible like just this arpeggio thing, and then like a big long held note, and the solo is just kind of based on that little is kind of based on that motif, and it's like really, he gives it very simple. And so but it has this real like payoff quality to it, which is like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the initial highlights of the album for me, is that section. Because like I don't know, it would have been easy enough for them to just do basically like the middle section for the whole time, and then that would be like that'd be an excellent opener already. But then having that kind of B section of the whole song. I mean, it's really more of like a C or D section, but it gives it this kind of triumphant this triumphant vibe that normally you see more in like classic heavy metal, I feel like.
Yeah, like it is kind of a classic solo. It's like it's like this thing which it really defines like a lot of that classic stuff, which is like a lot of extreme metal kind of, you know, just has a different thing it's doing, and so you don't get as much of that, but you do kind of like is a thing you miss sometimes if you don't. It's just like it like remains a super good place to go.
Yeah, because most extreme metal solos are more improvisational, or at least they're made to sound that way, where it's more of like a barrage of fury.
Yeah. Which can be just incredible too, like fucking cryptopsy shit, or it's just like I mean, it could just be like the most brutal shit you've ever heard. That's like amazing, but it's like a different thing.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of made a connection while you were talking about that. I think something that I didn't really think about much until recently is the initial like heavy metal scene was still like so rooted in psych rock and hard rock at the time.
Yeah.
Like Black Sabbath, their early run was super psychedelic.
Yeah. That's the thing people we really sort of forget.
Yeah.
Because that kind of gets like hard rock, it's like, oh yeah, okay, it's like starts at hard rock and then it gets heavier and then it gets heavier and then it gets heavier, you know.
Yeah,
the
because heavy metal is almost thought of as like a rejection of the hippie movement. But and like maybe in some ways it is, but it did for a while keep the psychedelic tendencies, and in doom metal it still does for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's not totally gone, but it's a lot more rare for
Electric Wizard metal. Or whatever.
Yeah, like Electric Wizard, Sleep, like the whole stoner metal thing is like explicitly psychedelic.
Yeah,
it's more rare for an extreme metal album, especially death metal, to go so far into that psychedelic territory. I'd say it's even a little more common in black metal. But
I mean, black metal has like a proclivity for just like space, and like that's kind of its thing, you know, it's like the wall of it's like atmosphere, and
but that's part of what gives this album its identity, and this opening track. It's extremely loud and aggressive, but also very mind bending. Just the sound play of everything that's going on, and this like, churning, groaning sensation that the riffs have a lot of the time. This is also a 3-piece band, by the way. Yeah,
I always forget that like there's so few of them.
And it's almost a one-man band because it's Eric Hirschman does like fucking everything except for the drums and vocals. Like he all the writing credits are his, including the lyrics. All the guitars,
Eric's
including the bass guitars, all the synths. Yeah, theremin is credited. Because
I saw there's a theremin credit. I'm not sure where that pops up, but I can believe it.
Sometimes the guitar is so fucked with that it almost sounds like a theremin too.
Yeah,
Or maybe
I know,
those
it's like
just
might as
are
well
the
be.
theremin bits. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I had another track I was gonna go to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, remember the first song I heard from this when we were sort of talking about it off the show. Is the this song "Emerging Sex of Digonic Acolytes." You're talking about this, I guess.
That's
the longest
mostly real words.
yeah, it's like emerging sex of. That's the real thing. I don't know what acolytes is a real word. I don't know what digonic means. Anyway. Yeah. This track is a real standout for me. It's such a good like I love it as it's like the idea of it is very clear and tight. While simultaneously being, of course, like a 10-minute half of being a jam session, but it's like, you know, it's like very clear what like they have this.
It's tight, but it is the longest song of the album.
It is, yeah. It's tight. It's very funny. It's like, I mean, that's like a good sign, you know, if it's 10 minutes, it feels tight. Yeah, because it's like it starts like it's like this monster fucking riff. It's like gotta be it's maybe like my favorite fucking riff on the album. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's like kind of like it's kind of hardcore thrashy. I don't know.
Yeah,
but like
neck
so,
snapping shit.
Yeah, like it just makes you go. But it's like so loud and like it's so fucking thick that it like it's just it's like pummeled by 10,000 fists or whatever. So it's like this incredible riff that they just like let play out for a bit, and then they just launch into like a noise jam that goes for like the entire middle section of the song.
Yeah, literally.
It's so long. It's like they just kind of like it's like there's just like feedback. It's like it's not even like the normal like it's not even like a drone metal thing, you know, where it's like big long notes and like a lot of feedback and stuff. Like they got these crazy ass sounds in there. That it was weird alien shit that I don't know. They got like vocals that are all fucked with.
Yeah, I never realized like drone metal is an established thing, but this never quite goes there. Even though like if you describe it, it sounds like it should be a drone, and like technically, like there is droney shit happening there, but it never feels like that style of music because it's just this like psychedelic noise freak out more than anything.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it's kind of like the drums and space sections of Grateful Dead shows.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, it's totally. Yeah, it's just the extreme heavy version of that kind of psychedelic jam thing. It's like totally,
like the section of the Grateful Dead shows where everybody would leave to go piss or get a beer.
Oh man. That'd be the section I'd be glued. That'd be the section I'd be like, this is the real shit.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Grateful Dead shit these days. I'm not like as big of a I'm not as big of a Deadhead as I was trying to be for a while.
You're trying to be.
I tried to get it. I tried so hard to get it, man. I still like the early stuff, but most of the 70s shit and on. Anyway. It's funny though. It's funny that this like an album like this would ever get like Grateful Dead comparisons because like the aesthetics of death metal and the Grateful Dead are so like diametrically opposed, and the audiences like do not overlap.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some. I mean, I feel like the Deadheads just went everywhere, you know, like looking for, like they just like looking for that fix. They went to all kinds of different genres. There's got to be. Maybe that's the story of Eric.
Yeah,
maybe
honestly,
who knows?
Yeah, it's so funny. This is like such an effective bridge between those kinds of worlds that you wouldn't expect to work.
Yeah, it's like so cool. It's like they do this. I guess there's two riffs. They have the pummeling one, and then they got the chromatic-y one. Like they got the do 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 do, which is also really cool.
Yeah, it's like a chromatic sliding thing.
It's like a stair-steppy riff. Yeah, so they got that. They got the A and the B riffs, which are very like straightforward. Like here's what we're doing, and then they just immediately launch out of nowhere into like 5.5 minutes of the psychedelic jam, and then just like like it was nothing. They just go right back into the riffs again, and then that ends the song. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, like, completely without missing a beat. It's like mind blowing how seamless it is. You would expect it would be so much easier to just do like a hard studio cut, and I feel like you'd be forgiven for that just because it's such a jarring tone shift anyway.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, it sounds live in the studio, which I know it had to be like overdubbed a shitload.
Yeah.
But that's the effect it gives off. Also, the drums don't stop going nuts during the spacey part. They're still going.
Oh, yeah, the drums are
insane.
still going. That's another thing that makes it not drone, like psychedelic rather than drone.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like kind of free
Not
jazz.
they're necessarily posed. Yeah, I see that.
It's like they definitely listen to the Ascension.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah, the drums are like still like holding down something, but they're just like reaching for a different, and everyone's kind of,
Yeah.
everyone frees up and goes off on their own threads.
But instead of the spiritual plane, they're reaching for an astral plane or something.
For another world.
Yeah.
I guess that's what Sun Ra was doing. They have
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Sun Ra
precedent
is actually the best comparison for this section, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
his free jazzier stuff.
Yeah.
This isn't like the only or the first extreme metal or even death metal to go spacey with the aesthetic of it, but rarely does it have that much of an impact on the like music and the structure of the songs themselves. Like certainly not to this degree. Like Nocturnus was a band in the like Florida scene, but this is like, okay, this sounds like there was some malfunction in your ship and now you're stranded in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And maybe something is approaching in the distance and you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, some like sci-fi horror shit. And the lyrics, which do appear to be accurate, it says like, writhing in the forest, deep within the swamps, in the burning sands of the deserts, within the darkest depths of the sea, feel the drums, hear their chants, smell the blood, taste their pain, forever and a day this goes on. As the hordes emerge and the sects assemble, shambling along, shuffling, oily, stinking, transmogrified acolytes of the Dagotic cult.
That's so funny. They talk about like they work the title into the lyrics.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some sort of like horror element to it. It's just so cool. It's so fun. It's extremely creative,
So
you know.
Yeah. It's just like it's a blast.
Is there anything else you want to say about the song?
No. I'm
Cool.
done.
We could talk about the third track, Square Wave Subversion.
Oh yeah, that was so fun because like a square wave. Yeah, I was like square waves are they're so near and dear.
Yeah.
As
a synth bro.
Person. As a synth bro, it feels like so like out of place, like familiar, and all these like just totally weird alien song titles. I'm just like, oh, I know about square waves.
Yeah. Oh, someone actually bothered to separate the lyrics on the Genius page to verse and chorus.
That's funny. There's like an identifiable chorus, I guess, huh?
Yeah. The chorus is saying Square Wave Subversions 3 times, apparently.
Oh, I could hear that. It was one of the ones where I could actually understand the lyrics, and I could hear that.
Yeah, so this is one of several tracks that's more of like a normal song length. And this is where the more like classic, if you can call it that, tech death stuff is more coming to the fore.
Yeah.
Like that section right after the first chorus, if you can call it that, 90 seconds in, it has like a bit more of a like normal identifiable death metal riff.
Yeah, they got the like introduce the riff with a single guitar, then you get the the hats and the going and launching into the whole thing.
Yeah, and then the other guitar and the bass comes in.
Yeah, and that's almost kind of grindcore. You can hear that a little bit in the there's like
that's true. I can hear it in that section, I guess.
Yeah. And nowhere else.
That riff is killer, and then it like transitions into more of a mangled, dissonant part.
Yeah,
and then the chorus is like a little bit chuggy.
Yeah,
I guess it is kind of an identifiable chorus.
Oh yeah, this one's got another amazing solo too.
Yeah. It still like stays pretty melodic, yeah. but it is definitely flurries of notes, like more death metal, like whatever scale he's using there. It's still, there's like a spacey quality to it, and then like towards the end, that really just absolutely fucked sounding riff where it's like, yeah,
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy shit.
Yeah, I wonder what they're doing. Yeah, it's like they there's some effect on it, it's making it all weird. But yeah, it's kind of catchy.
Yeah, this one actually has some pretty catchy bits to it. Every once in a while, they do deign to be catchy.
They deign.
Any other tracks you wanna?
Yeah, there's fucking let's see, Katabatic Windswept Landscapes. That's like one of the shortest ones. That might be the shortest track.
It looks
which is
like
really fun. But that one's like almost all pummeling, which is just like it's like the sprint pummeling. But they do this great. I'm trying to find where it was. They do great. They do another fucking Gorguts thing. It's like what's that song in Obscura where they do a similar solo where it's like it's like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And the guitar is doing this like off kilter chug thing below it where it's like kind of
while this crazy tapping part is happening, like
the tapping, the insane tapping solo. And then the guitar below it just going just like doom 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 doom. It's like this like it's like it feels like kind of sick how it's like it feels like it comes from like a sick twisted mind, you know, that kind of formula.
Is that the song Obscura that does that? Let me check.
But it might be the song Obscura.
It is. I went straight to that part. It's almost at the same like timestamp in the song.
That's funny. Yeah, when he goes like Obscura. Yeah, the yeah. Oh man, that's some classic shit. Yeah. So yeah, I see where they're looking with that one, but it works really well. This song is so cool.
It's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw their I looked up a live video of them playing, and it was like back in 2019. Yeah, they round out the lineup live because you'd have to. You couldn't do this with. You couldn't do this with.
So you just want to drop person. The fucking bassist or whatever.
Yeah, you literally have to. But the bassist was wearing a Gorguts shirt, so.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
So we have proof. If you doubted us.
Yeah. Also, the riff it's on erratic pulsivity and horror.
That has like grindcore blasting at the beginning, actually, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, starting with the with the bass doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, maybe a couple sections, but it's not a grind album. It's not a grind album.
Not remotely, yeah. Only you just hear little bits. But yeah, it's like 143 in a couple places in the song. We have this awesome tower, like it has this just like horror. It's like this big like horrific thing going on. It's like do do do.
Yeah, these walls of clashing guitars.
Yeah. The way it's like so rhythmic too is so like, yeah. It feels like it's like
It's kind of horrifying.
It's very like that. Yeah, it's got that sort of like a lot of these noise rock things like Daughters or Chat Pile or some of the stuff they kind of do or anything like that. You know, where you have this like really
Daughters would do that. Unfortunately, I can't fucking listen to them anymore.
I know, dude. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't tried for a while.
Yeah, I haven't tried since the incident.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
That bummer aside, that riff you were talking about, that huge dissonant one, that is like one of the main things that comes to my mind when I think of this album, actually.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, it's so maximalist. It's so insane.
Oh yeah, listen to the shit they're doing at like 3:30, like a.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They go into this like the fucking like cyber tunnel or whatever, and they got like the doom da doom da doom doom. It's so
it's like almost doing this disco rhythm. A little bit like almost like a 4/4, like but yeah, it's these I don't know if it's it can't be artificial harmonics. I don't know, maybe it is.
Yeah.
And it's like really high up on the neck. It's like a tremolo alternate picking thing, like yeah, it just sounds nuts.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't talk about it much, but the fucking drums. Oh
yeah.
This whole album, really.
Yeah.
The cymbal work is nuts. It's like so expressive and kind of jazzy in the way that it like never fucking stops.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy has some jazz trading. It's not like it's ever swinging like that, but
yeah.
I feel like the technicality. I don't know. What's your like a certain. Once you get to a certain level of musicianship, like you have to play some jazz. It's like a rule. So,
yeah.
I'm sure the drummer has like played in a jazz band before or something.
Yeah, surely.
Or like went to music school.
Yeah.
Another cool song. Well, I'm gonna spoil it. All the songs are cool. They're all good. It's not like this album has one stinker on it. Usually albums like this don't. You know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really happen with this style of music for the most part. Like if the first track is good, probably the rest of it is gonna be really good.
Yeah.
The Strange Harvest of the Baganoids.
Oh, that one's so fun. That was like so weird.
I feel like this one almost veers into black metal. Like it stays just clear of it, but it like starts edging towards it a little bit with some of the riffs. The beginning even like could be like a slower section of a black metal song if it wasn't for like the chorus effect and delay on the guitars that are it's like doing this crazy it's doing this like actually pretty simple arpeggio, but it just sounds completely gnarly. And then it gets into a faster section around 130. This song is cool. It really builds for a while. But yeah, that it's doing this like trebly tremolo thing for a while. Mm-hmm. It still registers as the sound of the album.
Yeah.
Partially because of the vocals and the production, mostly, I would say. Also, the vocals in general. I think they're really cool for death metal. They part of that's because of the way they're often treated. They often have like a lot of the same effects the guitars have.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, but also he does a cool mix of. I mean, most of it's like the growls, but he'll throw some shrieks in there. Sometimes they'll just pitch the vocals in like a really. I wanted to say bodacious way. A really bodacious way.
Yeah. The very bodacious vocals. Yeah, I mean, not to mention on this track, I found it at like 3:30. They do a fucking vocoder vocals. Like that's a fucking vocoder there. That's so insane. Just like
Yeah, with this like really kind of stabby riff, stabby and sour.
Yeah.
And then back into another like a really dissonant sounding like layered tapping sliding riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up vocoder, so fun.
Yeah.
Cynic kind of did stuff like that back in the day, but they're pretty much the only band I can think of. I'm sure there are other examples.
Yeah.
I guess like gore grind bands fuck with their vocals a lot.
Yeah, that's a whole different beast.
That's a different scene. Yeah, one of these days we'll probably do a gore grind album, and then we won't be able to show the cover on YouTube.
I know. Oh my god. It's like tried to get monetized. Talking about gore grind album again.
Not like we get monetized anyway, though.
Oh no, we can't make our 4 cents we make off of these.
Maybe we just post gore on YouTube.
That'd be cool.
Any other things you want to point out about different tracks or this track or the album in general?
I don't know, man. It's so awesome.
It is so awesome.
Badass.
I'm so glad you liked it so much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I will say at least one more thing. The closer is also 8 minutes, and it's a nice epic length song, and towards the end it kind of goes into a Gorguts nostalgia type riff, and that's the outro for the album.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the oh my god.
And that comes after like a free jazz psychedelic freak out too.
Yeah.
And that moment is crazy. That's such an awesome way to end the album. Like the song Nostalgia always kind of stood out on Obscura.
Yeah.
Like in an awesome way. And all the other songs are amazing as well, so it's not like a problem for the album, but this one is like, now we're going to do that at the end. Like, that's going to be the grand finale.
It's so funny. Yeah, Nostalgia sort of famously just has like this crazy out of nowhere, just introduces like the most awesome fucking, it's like, people joke it's like a new metal breakdown. It kind of is. Yeah. It's like kind of a get the fuck up riff. It's like kind of a get the fuck up riff. It's just like, just ding, 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 and it's doing like it's just like a halftime drums. It's not blasting. And they just do this like awesome breakdown out of nowhere on this song. And you just want to headbang so fucking hard. It's like a legendary moment. Yeah, and I see what you mean on this one, that like the yeah, they're kind of doing that like yeah, I guess they do have like a blasty tremolo bit before that, but then it like very, very suddenly drops into the more get the fuck up type riff. Yeah.
It sounds like a little too fucked though.
Yeah.
Like if Limp Bizkit did that, they would have changed history.
Yeah. Oh my god. I would love Limp Bizkit then. That'd be sick. Okay, then they just do the fade out ending. That's feel like a classic rock song.
Yeah, it is. Like I don't know. I've heard it done before on death metal albums.
Yeah.
Like Immolation did that on Holy Cult. I don't know why I remember that specifically.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that album. Yeah. Yeah. I've also heard just like a hard cutoff ending too on some things, which is always fun.
I do generally prefer that kind of ending, like just being really sudden and
yeah, it's like cutting off out of nowhere. It's quite fun.
Yeah,
I
do enjoy that, but
yeah,
I think for something this abstract and psychedelic, like I can, like it doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
It's also just been like so fucking relentless with how fucking loud it is.
Yeah.
The whole time that like it's almost a relief. Right? Just like, that it's getting
Oh,
quieter.
what a relief.
Yeah. I don't have to listen to
Finally.
this shit anymore.
Oh, God. Album's over. Thank God.
Before we wrap up, I do have a question for you about this album.
What?
Is it bricked?
Is it bricked? Like, kind of. It's like there's not a lot of dynamic range. It's sort of, it's partially, it's like, there's like a very heavy sort of stylistic element to it. It's not going for, like it's going for a wall of sound thing. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like, but yeah, it just definitely kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just hear it. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't know that a different production style would have been better for this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do a more, like, have a more dynamic. I guess you could maybe. Yeah. So like we do criticize albums sometimes for being like overly compressed or things like that. I mean, for the most part, I think we're like extremely positive about the stuff we talk about on this podcast. But
yeah, I mean that's kind of like what we do. We're just we're
Yes.
just the album spotlight podcast. We just pick things we know we already like.
yeah, it is by design.
It's just it's spotlighting things that don't get very much attention.
Oh yeah, but basically, I think there are contexts in which like a more dense ear fatigue type
Yeah.
mix can work in an album's favor. But yeah, I would say that is like one of the things that would probably make it hard for people who don't like death metal or haven't listened to it much to get into this album or this band in general.
Yeah.
Because like it genuinely might give you a headache or
Yeah.
at least make you want to lie down afterwards.
It's like, oh God. Yeah.
Especially if you're listening at like high volume in headphones. And lots of people like listen to music way too loud in general and damage the
Yeah.
shit out of their hearing.
Yeah. Those idiots.
So don't do that.
Yeah. I probably do that sometimes.
Anywho, any more thoughts about this album in general, Freddie?
No.
Cool.
I've thought my thoughts.
Yeah, this album, it's got the riffs, it's got the noise, it's spoke a bong to it.
Smoke a bong to this shit. You just smoke a bong. You hit a bong. You know, smoke it.
I'm glad you caught that.
It's like it's like I don't know. It's like a hit your cigarette to this one. It's like rip. Take a rip from your cigarette to this one. Take a rip from your blunt to this one.
Blow your pipe to this one. I don't know.
Blow your pipe. I'm out blowing my pipe to this one. I'm dead. I tell you.
That just sounds extremely sexual, I guess.
You're blowing somebody's pipe a little bit.
Turn this album on
I'm gonna get my pipe blown to this one.
put this album on and blow yourself.
That is an album spotlight podcast guarantee.
That's our official recommendation.
Just our recommendation.
Listen to Anomalous, Abstractigate, Infinitessimus, and blow yourself.
And blow your pipe, brother.
I think we just sign off from there. That's it. That's the episode.
Goodbye, assholes. Go blow your pipe. Fuck.